starting from the easiest, working to the hardest. We're gonna give you 6 of the hardest push-ups that you can use in your training, and we're gonna start right now. Why should we even do push-ups? Some athletes might want to just do calisthenic-based work. Some individuals might need a crazy stimulus to get through a plateau. Maybe their triceps are a little weak, their chest, their shoulders, anything along those lines that we can use and do some crazy movements to help burst through those plateaus so they can bench more, they can press more, they can be a little bit more explosive. Maybe in some instances, we might even have athletes that are traveling all over the world, they're stuck inside of their hotel, and they still need to provide that stimulus so that they can maintain that muscular strength and that muscular power. So there's a whole bunch of different reasons for why we need to use push-ups, and that's why we're gonna get into those 6 of the hardest push-ups that you can do today. Let's touch on some quick training theories now as we go over push-ups. A lot of elite level athletes at first are gonna say, well, it's only gonna provide 60 to 80% of a load. So what can this really do for my sticking points or for my max strength or for my power output? A lot of fitness goers will say the exact same thing, but what we've gotta do is get a little bit more creative, and we have to analyze how is someone's body moving through specific ranges of motion? How are the patterns moving through specific ranges of motion? And then how are their bodies recruiting high threshold motor units so that we can actually see an improvement in their power output, their impulse expression, or their overall general strength. And those are the theories that we're gonna touch on with each specific push-up variation. All right, so the first exercise is gonna incorporate our abs, our shoulders, our triceps, even gonna have a little bit of thoracic mobility work when we're doing this exercise. And one of the big things for me, growing up in a wrestling family where we wrestled since we were 4 or 5 years old, every single day we would go to the wrestling room and we would do push-ups. And this was the first push-up variation that we would do every single day. We had to do 50 of these. Now, we call them Zoomers. Here's the key aspect. We wanna get into this little TP position right here. We wanna drop our shoulders, okay? Drop our elbows, drop our head down, come through, come up, and then come back here, okay? Triceps and shoulders, through, back up, and extend, okay? Down, through, back up, and extend. Down, through, back up, and extend. And we would almost think about using our lats pulling us forward as we would execute this, get that head through, come back up, and press. Now, we call them Zoomers. Do 50 of these every single day. Some people call this exercise other names. Whatever you call it, do Zoomers, sets of 50. I like to do 4 sets of 10 and then maybe a drop set till I basically die. But it's a great exercise to start off your push-up workout, get those triceps and shoulders burning, and even stimulate your core. Now, the big question, especially just talking about wrestling and what we did growing up and in other sports, can push-ups help with sports performance? Of course they can. That's exactly why we have multiple variations of the push-ups inside of our app, Peak Strength. Abs, shoulders, a little bit of lower back mobility. This next movement is another one. Remember, we're going easiest to hardest. Zoomers was decently hard, but not overly challenging. This next one's a little bit more challenging, but something I still like to use as a warm-up. Now, we're gonna do a push-up, okay? So we're gonna get into this position here. We're gonna do a push-up, come up, into a pike. Back down, pike. Back down, pike. Okay, so we're gonna feel that in our shoulders and our lats and our triceps and our abs, okay? Now, I like to do these when I'm traveling. I'll do this in a hotel, and if I don't have my furniture sliders, I'll even use a towel. I'll put a towel on linoleum, towel on a tile floor, and I'll do 50 to 60 of these. Again, this is something where you can do 3 sets of 20. You'll get a nice burn in your abs, really good burn in your shoulders and your triceps, and it's gonna help you feel nice and limber as we get through this workout. You're gonna have 4 more exercises that are harder than that push-up with a pike. And if you want more exercises like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and you ring that notification bell because we're getting to 1 million subscribers. This is the 3rd hardest push-up exercise. And remember, we're trying to go through this easiest to hardest. So this is somewhere in the middle. You've got to be advanced with this. You've got to have good trunk control and you have to have good stability. There's a couple key factors. One of the things that we like to do when we're making exercises more complicated is put things into a unilateral position or make things unstable, or both. In this case, we're gonna make things unstable, and what this does is it forces our abs to work a little bit more, our rhomboids, our upper back to work a little bit more, and that will lead to greater motor unit recruitment in our triceps, our shoulders, and our pecs. And that exercise is going to be a ring push-up. Now, I want to get set with a box. You can lower these rings all the way down to the ground if you'd like, and that way you don't need to use a box. That's perfectly fine. I want to get into a position here. A lot of kids, a lot of young kids will be here, okay? And when you see someone who's not stable in that sense, one, start to use more dumbbell work in their training, and two, when you use ring push-ups, make sure they're squeezing as tight as they possibly can so they don't flail out and actually hurt their pec or their shoulder. We don't want to be like the ring dippers that were at CrossFit Games, 2 or 3 years ago, where everybody was blowing out their pecs. So in this case, slowly build into this, okay? And what I would focus on is squeezing those abs, lowering it nice and controlled, come down, and then drive up, okay? Nice and controlled, come down, drive up. And then over time, as you're stable, you can get a little bit more range of motion and then drive up. Boom, boom, boom. I love using sets of 17 when we're doing this, because as you get through 14, 15, 16, 17 reps, your triceps are lit up. And one of the big things is we've got a lot of exercises here. We're working through a lot of different movements. That's why I love our brand new app, Peak Strength. You guys can pick that up today at peakstrength.app. Download it in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store so you can use movements like ring push-ups to get more swole. The fourth hardest push-up exercise, and a lot of people might actually complain about this one, but this is a garage strength go-to. This is something that we use all the time, even with our world-class athletes. If we think about sports performance, if we think about plateaus, if we think about fitness, okay, we're looking at impulse when we're applying force in our upper body. That means a rapid amount of force in a short period of time, okay? If we can do that through our triceps, through our shoulders, through our pecs, that's gonna have great transfer to sports like wrestling, football, field hockey, boxing, shot put, discus. And this exercise is going to be a clap push-up. Now, we want to see height, we want to hear that sound, that clap, and we want to have quick absorption on the ground. So we're gonna go here, drop, okay? Boom, 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 boom. And one of the big things that we do is when we have athletes come in the door here, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids, okay? The first thing we'll say is, hey, want to get stronger? When you're at home, this is your homework. Every day, 20 to 30 pull-ups, 50 to 60 push-ups. And then about 3 months in, they'll say, hey, should I still be doing those push-ups? All right, well, yeah. Now, what we want is every single day, 50 to 60 clap push-ups. Without fail, I will tell kids all the time, dudes, if you do 50 to 60 clap push-ups every single night, it'll get you to bench 350 pounds. After 350 pounds, it won't have that great of a transfer, okay? It will help you with speed and throwing. It will help you with speed with football, with wrestling, sports like that. It won't help that max strength, but it will help that overall power output. For women, it'll get you up to 225 pounds on the bench press. So clap push-ups consistently, 50 to 60 reps every single night. It's gonna train your nervous system to fire rapidly and to be more explosive. Okay, the next exercise, this is going to be the 5th hardest push-up. Now, this is gonna be interesting because a lot of people don't do this, okay? We like to use what we call the gorilla push-up, okay? This is an exercise that when we took our throwers to the Olympics in 2021, we actually use this to peak them, okay? So Alex Rose, Sam Mattis, Cici Onyekwere, these are movements that we were using to get them to be as explosive as possible, to target the pec, to target the triceps, and that quick reaction. And the thing that's interesting is that you start to almost do an explosive one-arm push-up. So bear with me here. You get a nice med ball. It's gonna be about 8 to 10 inches in height. It's gotta be sturdy, okay? So we wanna be here. And what I like to think about is putting it like halfway between my body. So I'm here, okay? I'm gonna explode, and I'm here, all right? So I catch, come up, boom, 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 boom. And if you notice, my one hand catches first, okay? Now, if I'm not focusing on my trunk control, I'll start to fall to that other side, okay? So I'm here, then I ground. What happens is I want to decelerate early, okay? So quickly, I want to have that impulse. I wanna squeeze in my trunk as well. That's gonna help me be stable. Okay, so I'm gonna have dynamic trunk control. I'm gonna be stable when I ground with my other hand, and then I wanna explode as much as I possibly can to get back over. You will feel this in your triceps, your pecs, and in your abs quite a bit. And if you could do, let's say, 5 sets of 6 to each side, it's gonna help blow up your bench, it's gonna help blow up your shoulders, it's gonna help increase that tricep strength, and it's also fun to do. You can do this in your hotel if you're traveling, if you just wanna improve that general fitness. Gorilla push-ups are where it's at. Everybody dreams of locking out that massive bench press PR. You're stuck here and you just need to extend those elbows quickly, drive through and hit that monster 500-pound bench. Other people might think about Derrick Henry, or maybe 2022 Big Ten Rookie of the Year Nick Singleton, throwing a nasty stiff arm. These are actual real athletic experiences, right? And even fitness goers, even general fitness clients will improve and want to have goals of trying to dumbbell bench a certain weight, trying to dumbbell bench, you know, the hundreds for 10, or if you're a woman, benching the 50s for 10. That's a great accomplishment, right? Now, one of the exercises that's gonna help you get to that point and throw that nasty stiff arm is going to be explosive push-ups to boxes. We can use this for various reasons. One, the force absorption right here. Okay, 2, exploding back up, catching here. Down, up, and then we can get into that rebound where we want to go quickly. So it's here, boom, 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 boom. And what's awesome about this exercise is that we can expand that, be a little bit more pec, shoulder focus, bring it in real tight. Now we're focusing on the triceps. So if you see someone on the bench press, so if they're here and their triceps aren't strong and they can't actually drive through, now you can bring those explosive push-ups to the boxes in a little bit and train their triceps. Now, if their pecs are weak and they're slow off of their chest, move it out a little bit so that they actually have to focus on their pecs a little bit more. So you can use this. I like doing this 5 sets of 7. Again, about 30 reps, and you're gonna blow up somebody's bench press. You're gonna get them more explosive, and their upper body will be more coordinated so they can dominate, 1, in sports performance, but 2, they can also get stronger in general fitness. Bonus push-up. So this is actually the 7th exercise. Okay, this is the 7th exercise, and this is the hardest push-up. And also, I will say this is a push-up that I believe transfers absurdly well to max strength, to sports performance, to general fitness, even to CrossFit really, really well. Now, the thing here is that you've got to be stable. You have to have extraordinarily strong shoulders and triceps, okay? And so what we're gonna do, this is the bonus. Remember, this is not one of those top 6. The hardest part behind this is just finding that balance, finding that stability. And you can start without using the actual pipes here. What we're gonna show you is a handstand push-up with a deficit, okay? Now, like I mentioned, if you don't have these pipes, you can use bumper plates, you can use boxes, you can use chairs, you can use your hands on the floor, whatever it is that you can use, but you've got to be able to hold a stable lockout position. So we use this with weightlifters who are shaky overhead. So if they need to improve their shoulder and their tricep strength, use these. If you've got throwers, okay, if you've got wrestlers, a lot of wrestlers get into heavy collar ties in that overhead position. Swimmers, same thing, absolutely phenomenal. And if you've got bench pressers, you've got guys that bench press and their shoulders are extraordinarily weak, you can use these, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We get set, and what I like to do is move this a little bit further away, and you can sort of cheat by curling your legs, okay? So you don't have to have fully extended legs in the beginning. CrossFitters are gonna say that's not legal, but to start to learn this exercise, you can actually have a little bit of flexion in your leg, and then as you get better, you can extend that taller. But I don't wanna knock DJ's picture off the wall, so we're gonna do this with a flexed leg, okay? So we're here, oh, get into that lockout position, come down, drive back up. I'll do one more because I'm tired. Now, ideally, when we were in high school, we used to do 6 sets of 5 of this, okay? Basically 3 days a week. If we did this every single day, your shoulders would burn out pretty quickly. But if you can get to the point where you start without the pipes, 6 sets of 5, and you work into a little bit higher with bumper plates, 6 sets of 5. And then you can get to the point where your hands are all the way down here for 6 sets of 5. Your shoulders will be extraordinarily strong. Triceps will get extraordinarily strong. Your push press, your bench, everything military press will blow up. That's why I think the handstand push-ups are the hardest exercise, and that's why we're giving it to you today as that bonus movement. Now, if you want to see how you can actually incorporate all these movements and you want to see how you can use it inside of a program, make sure you check out this video right here. It's our full body workout video. If you don't want to watch a full length video, you can head over to peakstrength.app and pick up our app today for 7 free days of training. And we've got over 35 different programs that we've programmed for specifically based off our periodization model, parabolic periodization. The worst thing that you can do is to do nothing. Remember, freaks, if you guys want to become champions, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.